Hey, if you've ever stared at the chart thinking, how do I know if the trend is going to continue? You're not alone. Over the past year, I've been using the Vortex indicator in almost every trading session. And today I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how to use it the right way. Let's break it down step by step. So what is Vortex? The indicator has two lines. The red line shows the strength of the uptrend, and the yellow line shows the strength of the downtrend. The farther apart they are, the stronger the trend. When they get close or cross, it usually means the trend is losing momentum, or the price is consolidating before the next move. Simple enough, right? But the main question is, where's the best entry point? Here's one key rule I want you to remember. The Vortex doesn't tell you where price is going. It only shows trend strength. It's just visualizing the same price data you already see on the chart. Let me give you a real example of what happens when you rely on it too much. The indicator shows a strong downtrend. The yellow line is way above the red one. So, I open a put. But the price reverses and the trade ends in the red. Why is that? Everything seemed to line up. We had a head and shoulders pattern, a big red candle broke a key level. The setup looked perfect. So why the loss? Because I was looking only at the indicator, not the bigger picture. First of all, you should look at the trend. The market was flat and the trend was changing. And when that happens, the Vortex can easily give false signals. Second, I didn't mark out the key levels properly. If I'd zoomed out and checked how price reacted to that zone before, I would have seen that it often reversed there. That resistance level had already acted as a turning point before, and the Vortex clearly showed it then. So I should have waited for a clean breakout before entering. That's why you can't rely on indicators alone. Always combine them with technical analysis. Let me show you how to do it the right way. Trade number 1. Here's an example with a global uptrend. Price is climbing along the trend line and runs into resistance. Then it breaks the trend line and gets stuck in a tight range, bouncing between support and resistance levels. Perfect setup for the back to trend strategy. Price pulls back, consolidates, then rejoins the main trend. Now let's look at Vortex. The red line, uptrend strength, is far above the yellow. This tells me the trend is still strong. Compare that to earlier in the chart. When the price was bouncing around this level, the lines were close together and kept crossing. Now there's consistent separation. The trend hasn't weakened. Volatility is moderate, and the breakout candle isn't weak or extreme. It's a normal breakout. It shows that the trend will continue. So, I open a trade up for 18 minutes. Why 18? Because with medium volatility, the move might take some time to play out, and there are no strong resistance zones above. Trade closed in profit. I want to start making money online, but I don't know where to start. What if I lose my money? I hear this all the time. Look, trading isn't some magic button to get rich overnight. But if you want to try it the right way, without wasting money or months figuring things out, here's how. I trade on quotex, and right now, you can copy my trades for free while learning in real time. No upfront fees. I'll get a commission from the platform instead. That means you can test everything on a demo, see how it works, and decide for yourself without spending $1. It takes minutes. You get the currency pair announcement. Open it on the platform. Then you get the signal. Place the trade. And that's it. Will this make you a millionaire tomorrow? Of course no. But it will get you started, you'll see how it works, and see your first profit without risk. This is the easiest way to step into trading. Just check it out and see if it's for you. Click the link, get set up, and let's go. Trade number 2. This one is very similar to the first one. Strong uptrend, again. Price keeps pushing higher, but stalls at resistance now and then, retraces to the trend line, consolidates at the level, and then climbs again. Now price is testing resistance again. Let's check Vortex. Just like before, the red line is above and it isn't crossing with the yellow. That's your signal that the trend is still strong. What's different here is, when previously price hit resistance, the Vortex lines got closer. Now, Not even close. Even after a small pullback, the lines barely moved. The gap is still wide. It means the trend is still strong. Now, volatility. It's pretty low as the price is under resistance. It's building pressure. Then, first big candle breaks through the level. That's my entry. I go in for 18 minutes up again. Why so long? Because, as before, price might meet higher levels and pull back to the trend line one more time before continuing. Trade closes in profit again. So here's how I use Vortex. Remember, it doesn't tell you where price is going. It just confirms if there's real strength behind the move. If you combine it with support and resistance levels, trend lines and volatility analysis, you'll be able to spot way better entries. Hope this video helped you out. If it did, hit the like button. And if you want my signals, trade setups, and breakdowns every day, Telegram link is in the description. See you in the next video.